Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, this is Nancy's Corner, and where we do whatever, whenever, however. So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing my first pregnancy with my second pregnancy. So far, we've gone through the first trimester. Yay! I am sick, so that's why my voice sounds a little bit different today. But I don't look sick because, you know, it took some time to put some makeup on and fix myself. So I don't look too sick. But anyway, going back to it. Let's start off with just the differences from the first trimester, because so far that's all I can compare. So with Avery, my little girl, she is 15 months currently. I'm here trying to remember. Pregnancy brain. But anyway, so 15 months she's currently, and with her, I had nausea from 6 weeks to around, I want to say 9 weeks. After the 9 weeks, the nausea didn't leave, but it improved after 5 p.m. So after 5 p.m., my nausea decreased tremendously, and I was able to eat everything, and I was all good to go. From week 6 to week 9 with Avery, my nausea was extreme, and I couldn't eat anything. I would eat like cookies here and there. As I approached the 9-week mark, I was able to eat little things like potatoes or things that didn't have much of a taste. So that's what I was able to eat with Avery. As per nausea now, so nausea, this one started around 6 weeks as well, and it's still going. It's still going. Right now I am 15 weeks. On Monday I'm going to turn 16 weeks. So right now I'm 15 weeks. I am still currently nauseous. I think this one seems more of a roller coaster. Like, there's no consistency. It's more like some days I'm worse than other times. I always feel some type of nausea, even if it's just like a slight feeling. But it's just like a roller coaster. It feels like I have no way to figure out what the pattern is at all for this one. So this one I'm nauseous all the time. It is much harder to eat with this pregnancy. So I've been eating a lot of bad food. It's been a lot of sweets, which I'm surprised about, because I thought that for boys you would get like more salty or things, you know, that wouldn't be considered like for a girl. Because I feel like this symptoms of eating candy all the time, it's for a girl. But anyway, so a lot of chocolate, which is something I'm not even a fan of typically, but it's a lot of chocolate, a lot of dessert, a lot of anything sweet, you name it. I don't even drink juice typically, but ever since pregnancy, it's been juice, especially lemonade. Lemonade seems to be like the juice I want to go to all the time. I did notice though, one time I tried, not one time, I think it was like 3 times. I tried drinking orange juice, and for some reason, he didn't like that. He didn't like the orange juice. It was just like, I would eat something, and it could be a big meal, and then a little bit of orange juice, and I would be in the bathroom later on, throwing up all the orange juice. And it was only the orange juice that would get like neglected. So, that was that one. So I feel like it's very difficult to be like good with this pregnancy, because I'm like, I can't even eat anything healthy because I get grossed out by anything that's healthy. With Avery, I was able to eat like broccoli and stuff, and with this one I'm just like, oh, I don't even want to look at that. So this one I feel like is a little bit more of a struggle. Okay, so that was in terms of nausea. So now let's talk about weight gain. So for weight gain, with Avery in the first trimester, I gained about 6 pounds. I was literally like it, and that was too much. Like 6 pounds is too much for you to gain in first trimester. I believe so, according to like before, like I remember just researching about this like before when I had Avery and thinking, oh my god, I'm like, this is way too much. But I'm not quite sure in terms of the actual number. But I remember thinking that that was way too much for me to gain in my first trimester. But whatever, I was still going with it. It didn't matter because I was eating pretty good, so I didn't care. So anyway, for Avery, I gained about 6 pounds the first trimester. This one, for some reason, well, because I guess my nausea was a little bit worse and I couldn't really eat anything, this one actually lost weight first. So first, I started off my pregnancy with 155. Halfway through the first trimester, I had lost 2 pounds. So I wasn't losing too much weight, but I did lose some. So it was 2 pounds, I went to 153. And then in the next half of the first trimester, I just gained back those 2 pounds. So right now, I'm at my regular weight, and I think... So not right now, I think that was last week. So last week, I was on my regular weight. I went back to 155, and then this week I have gained a pound. So I am 156 now. So it seems like this one, the weight gain seems to be going a lot slower than Avery. I think with Avery, I gained a lot of weight. So at the end of my pregnancy with Avery, I had gained 30 pounds by the end of that pregnancy. And so I started with Avery, I started at 150 and I went to 180. With this one, I don't know how it's going to happen, but so far it's looking like I'm not going to be gaining much weight. I feel like it's going to obviously get more and more as the trimesters go on, but for now, that's what it is. The other weird thing with this pregnancy in comparison to the previous one is that my dreams and my sleep suck, literally suck. So with Avery, I had no problems with sleeping. I sleeping like a baby the whole time. Even when I was huge and even when I got to my 3rd trimester, I was never bothered with my sleep. My sleep was perfect. I could sleep hours. With this one, I can't sleep. It's literally when I fall asleep, I feel like I'm always in a light sleep. So I'm always like in that sleep, and when you're feeling like you're falling asleep and you're just there. You're just there. Like you're still falling asleep the whole night. And that's what it feels like constantly. When I do manage to go to sleep, I wake up like often. I wake up probably like every 3 hours or so. And it's not even to go use the bathroom. It's just because I woke up and my head wanted to wake up. And weirdly enough, with this pregnancy, I've gotten so many weird dreams. Like dreams that are like, they're just weird. And they're just very like consistent. I have dreams like all the time. Before, I used to have dreams very rarely. And I was like, I have dreams all the time. They could be the weirdest dreams. And it feels pretty realistic. But just a lot of dreams. And it kind of messes up with my sleep even more, because the dreams, after I'm done with one dream, my body wakes up, and then if I have another dream, I'll wake up again, and so on and so on. It's like the weirdest thing. And so my sleep has been really, really bad, like really bad. So I'm like literally tired all the time, and even when I take a nap, like it feels like I didn't take anything at all, because it feels like I was up. And when I wanted to take a nap for like an hour, I cannot take a nap for an hour. It like, typically I can fall asleep within like 30 minutes, maybe, if it happens. And then I may actually be like asleep for like 10, 15 minutes. So it sucks. It really sucks because I'm a sleeper. I love sleep. Like I hate not being able to sleep well. So yeah, it's just something I have to deal with at this point in time. So the sleep is something different as well. So in terms of very like early on symptoms, like the ones that happen within probably like 5 to 6 weeks, I think they're both very similar. I think there's only one main difference between both of them, is that with Avery, during those first 5 weeks, I had a lot of pain in my breast. And so it was very uncomfortable to even wear bras, and it was just very annoying. But with this one, I didn't have any pain at all in my breast. Weirdly enough, I did have some breast pain like a few days ago, but it was for like a day or so. And that's about it. Other symptoms that I think were very similar, just the same thing at the very beginning in those 5 weeks, I was constipated for both of them, and that's actually how I found out that I was pregnant this time, because I am not a person that gets constipated. So when I got constipated, I was like, this is weird. This don't make any sense. And once that happened, I was like, I need to get a pregnancy test. So that's how this is how I found out about this one. But that one was common for both of them. Okay, this may be TMI, but for both of them at the very beginning, I did get also extra discharge down there. But that's also, I mean, it's not a big deal, but that's what happened also with both of them. Those are all my similarities and differences between my first pregnancy and my second pregnancy. I think the main thing that I've noticed with this one is that I am a lot more tired and I'm a lot more nauseous. But I am eating better, which is why I was able to gain some weight. But I'm still eating a lot of sweets, honestly. Like, it's not... Like, I know I need to stop, but it's so hard. But anyway, you guys, so that is the end of my comparisons between my first pregnancy and my second pregnancy. I do want to do the same thing for when the delivery actually happens, so we can see the differences between deliveries. But at this point, I wanted to focus only on the first trimester, since that's the only experience I have so far. But I am overall happy that we are very healthy in terms of like the baby's healthy, and we're getting closer. We're in the second trimester now, so I'm excited. But anyway, if you want to just keep up with what's happening in my life and just any crazy thing that comes up to my head, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. Share this video with other people, because why not? You don't want them to miss this neither. So I will see you next time in the next video. Bye.